project, sir, and we wanted to initiate, and we are from Keonics. Already we are into IT sector and we are training many courses. And this is a small effort from us, like we want to introduce to all our students. Then even our Andip sir, especially in Bijapur, we done at the beginning. So they given an opportunity, they given a written letter to all the educational district officers like DDPI and DDPO that you support these Keonics people and you initiate this project. So by taking that letter, then we approached our district admin, district officials like DDPI and DDPO officers, and they given positive response because instruction is by district commissioner. So easily we are able to get even that letter also. Attaching these two letters, we approached all the colleges, principals, school headmasters, and there we got a good response. And there we conveyed, sir, this is what the program, and all our district educational institute, we want to literate people, at least digital literate. Later, our IT literate, maybe digital devices, how to use, maybe smartphones, our IT tabs, all the internet accessibility, connectivity, very much basic knowledge we need to provide. And the beauty of this particular project as a franchisee, what is important is, sir, we need faculty to train these courses. That is the first requirement. And we need some good materials, course material or some trainers. So there the advantage of NDLM project is it is totally online concept. Online means including our registration to certification, everything is online. Not only that, as a franchisee head, as a businessman, so after executing so many skill development programs or so many schemes we run, but getting later payments from the government organizations or many documentation process, manual process, we need to all the way travel to Bangalore and other places. Here they made everything online, from student registration to our payment, including our payments also made online. After every month, first one single button we need to press to generate the payment, and within a week, 10 days time, the amount is deposited to your account. So absolutely zero paperwork in this process. Considering all these aspects we initiated, and we got success into this, and that is a brief story on how we executed this project. Okay, why this project franchisee need to do is the first question mark. As already we know everything, why we need to again, everyone does this, we are doing it, but here we done little bit aggressively by spending lot of time, and even team we prepared. So first we use this tool as the best marketing to approach all school colleges. And second point, there we are able to introduce ourselves, because they become an CSC partner and they started all these programs. But already we are into IT, we have good infrastructure, so why not we? That is the question mark, so we initiated. So then, as I told, payment is also, it is very much regular, and in time you will get the payment. So no worries on that. So no paperwork also, you will get it online. And almost to execute this in our 4 district centers, some 25 to 30 employment, all our completed 1-year course completed students we took, and we trained them, and with a kit we traveled all the educational institutes, and there we are able to execute this project. In this regard, like as Turning Point Computers, like we joined hands with Digital India and we initiated. Next. Okay, I explained in brief that we approached first Deputy Commissioner and then letters, everything, that the process. Sir. Okay. Okay, so here is the letter what we got from the District Commissioner. Next. And DDPI given a letter to execute this. And then we approached all the school colleges, and there we given our letter to college people. And after all effort, like with the district administration, we are able to reach a student. Okay, next. This process everyone knows. I think I will skip this as Praveen sir very much knows about this process. So there is one online process that you can do data entry directly, or for your safety you can keep one set of documents with you, so that all the photo, Aadhaar card is very much needed. Without Aadhaar card, I think we are not able to execute any of the central government scheme, and even state government is also applying that. Next, this is what the application we collected from students, and then we entered with the data entry. Next. Next. Okay, resources required, especially who are not done and who want to wish to do this. What are the resources we done is first NDLM registration we need to have. You need to have an ID and password. For that, two methods are there. One is you need to be a training center as a partner, like from any of the partner. Now Keonics is also becoming a partner for NDLM project, and we all are acting as Keonics training centers once it is done. So next, another method is as an CSC from e-governance. So that is an alternate method also available. And human resources, like specially marketing team, means like you need to initially send people to the organization to provide letter and get the permissions from the college and schools. Why school, college, campuses? Because there you will get mass students. Instead doing it one or two students, there you will get mass students like 250, 300 students. At a time you will get it, and at one place you can set up a kiosk with a laptop, thumb scanner and web camera, and your employees will go there and they can attend and execute this program. And softwares are very much basics which we are already using, and any Windows 7 or latest operating system and Java installed, and as it is online, antivirus is almost required for this. And big projector or LCD screen, because 10 days training we executed in their colleges itself with the banner. Instead calling them to our institute, there like the success rate will be very less. So what we done is we carried our laptop, projector, everything to the campus, and there under our and Digital India banner we given 10 days training. Daily 1 hour they allowed in their regular periods, and we given 10 days training, and maybe from 11th we started assessment, that is examination. So as examination proceeded, very next day they are able to online get their certification. There is no manual hindrance, like you don't need to depend on anybody. Online on their ID password only they will get the certificate. This is digital certification. This is what enrollment process we done in the different colleges, maybe in Bijapur and different locations. Next. There are 6 modules to train, and all 6 modules videos, and even Kannada, even if you want Kannada also the PDF file is available, and that is not prepared by us, it is by NDLM team itself. Everything you will get as a ready material. And then we commenced with a small event by calling these principals and all government officials. So there the advantage is like everyone knowing about our Keonics team is executing this project. So alternately, like we will be able to recognize there. Okay, next. See, this is how we given training for mass students, not for 1 or 10. In our classroom we train only 10-15 students, but there with the projector we are able to train at once some 100, 200, 300 depending upon the institutional the space availability. We initiated there, even including sound system, everything we arranged, and we done training like this. And finally, after training, we started assessment and individual assessment. Like there, important is an thumb, Aadhaar card, other verification, everything takes place. And there's some technical requirement, like as we know already, Java is required, the connectivity, thumb scanner, in time it won't work, like digital signature, what we use every time, it is required Java runtime environment. All that stuff, as already you all are, we are all into technical training, we can do, and we can prepare kits, and you can send our employees or maybe our team to these respective colleges. And this way in last 2-3 months, apart from our regular training, we initiated this. And okay, next. This is a certification distribution we done at individual educational institutions only. Certification distribution we done there only, and we completed the process. It is a full proof, like we are not doing only marketing part. So we initiated, we collected the data, we given the training, and we also provided certification with no charges we made for any of the institutions here. And the certification part, we get satisfaction letters also, different school colleges. And with that school college, as we are into a commercial computer training, so we got a good rapport with our local colleges. So they started for anything computer related, they started contacting us, and this good relation we can build with this project. So that is what my concern. Okay, next. See, in last 4 months, everyone is doing, even Praveen sir is doing, but how much they done, what they earned, they are not sharing, and here we are sharing little bit. So this is 4,740. You can even see online on the NDLM portal also that what is the progress. So in Bijapur we done, in Shapur around 4,575, even Bagalkot 3,990, and at Kalburgi 2,750. These money, NDLM training and successful certification, distribution, everything we completed in last 4 months. And definitely we are here, as sir told morning, we are here for business and business. And as a franchisee, all my friends want to know the earning different sources. And through this, I just want to say, here also you can earn money, and also you can give a good marketing to all of our Keonics new courses or our existing courses. With that consideration, so many paper, news, everything, after all educational institutions, they also wanted. Now finally, how to execute this project, how Keonics can initiate, and our franchisee, all our franchise heads want to know the manpower required, and all our 1-year course completed student only we placed there, and around 6K to 10K you can make, and even incentives you can set for attending mass students. Like if daily their score should be more, then only you will get more financial benefits from that. And then around NDLM kit means hardly we required 1 laptop, 1 thumb scanner, and 1 web camera. These are the 3 tools for 1 team required. We made 2-person team. 2-person team, like depending upon the location, 5 team, 8 team, and 2 and 4. It depends, like their the strength of the institutional students we have. In some institutional 2,000 strength are there. So next. And this is our financial, whether to share with you or still I am sharing, because Manjunath sir personally visited and gone through all our activities and appreciated and asked to share with all our institutional. So this is what we got from this. Around, hold it, from Bijapur only in 3 months, around 15 lakhs business we done here. 15 lakhs business. And Shapur around 10 lakh, similar Bagalkot and Kalburgi, some 7.5 lakh in Kalburgi. Altogether around 42 lakhs turnover we done in last 3 months. And there the expenses is NDLM kit in investment we calculated depending upon the number of team, and even you can use your existing material like laptop or PCs or whatever thumb scanners if you have already for one or the other reason, otherwise you need to buy. That is a basic investment. Chart open. Here then approximate expenditure is all our team member salaries and traveling expenses to reach the different institutionals, and all we need to carry as projector, sound system, everything for 10 days training. That is in general expenditure we calculated. And finally we got we are showing this is what the profit, and here not to worry about taxation. It is all central government projects, and TDS they are deducting 2%, and service tax is not applicable for this. Now we are able to see the smile on our Praveen sir also. Service tax worries too much. Yeah. That's why I wanted to highlight that also, because we all are worried about service tax. IT return you will be deducted 2% TDS, and service tax is not applicable. And as I told, on first of every month you need to generate by clicking one button, not even one paper on your letterhead. You need to take a bill, so many documentation, attendance sheet, this, that, nothing is required. Everything they made it online. And first you are generating bill by 8th or 10th or 15th, it depends. I'm not saying within 8 days only, because project is by our central government. Even some people got in 1 month, 3 months also, if their data is not correct or what. But we executed very professionally with our existing Keonics training experience. It is also training module, and it's a small 10 days program. 10 days program. With this good marketing we are getting, we are able to place many people, we are growing ourselves financially, and no paperwork much, everything is online. This is what we want to convey you all people, that it's a project what we executed. Next. Sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Sorry? No, this is what digital trainings are like. There only with the digital mobiles, we demonstrated through the tabs that how to work with these digital devices. It's a just 25 marks basic training. No computer, no MS Office we are training over there. That is the second phase they are introducing, where the higher level, how to use Internet Explorer in computer and how to reach all government sites and all. There the second level, in the second phase we are going to train that. First phase is purely digital literate, where using smartphone, connectivity, Wi-Fi, wired, and how to download apps, how to register online. More on the basic knowledge. So more on theory material what they given. The material only we displayed there, and so many videos are there. Even you can see through YouTube, we use those videos. Not even appointed any trainer, we played the video, and material we demonstrated, and the basic trainer can train how to use these material. This is what we done, sir.
Yes, no, we are also doing, but I think we are giving much concentration on the lab. But I think you have got a fantastic idea that you have created a mass. Thank you.
In our institute, whoever is coming, there we are attending in a different way. But there, when it is in a mass, I think providing for 400 people, 400 lab provision is difficult. Even the concept itself, it says use only those videos and material you need to provide. Theoretically, you literate the people how to use this. For more better, we convey them to join our courses for 3 months, 1 month. And there they will get a Keonics course, and we will get the students. This is what marketing concept we use, sir. Okay, thank you all, and if you have any queries on this. Thank you, sir.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಹಿರೇಮಠ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಿಯೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ EDP ವಿಭಾಗದ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರಾದ ಬಾವಿಕಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ನ ನಾನು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಇತರೆ ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ K-ಲ್ಯಾಬ್, K-ಶಿಕ್ಷಾ, K-ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್, P-ಮೌಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ K-ಸ್ಟುಡಿಯೋ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸರು ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ನನ್ನು ಲೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರ್, ತಾವು ದಯಮಾಡಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು.
Good afternoon. Ever since our managing director joined Keonics, see, a lot of transformation within organization has happened. He announced a lot of services. Actually, normally he calls it as K services. It could be last in a similar gathering. He announced K-Shika to be taken up by Keonics. That is a learning platform. It's a very powerful, flexible platform. He announced it last year, but somehow stabilization took almost an year or so. Now we are ready with that. And added to that, this time we have K-Labs also. Somebody was asking actually. K-Labs provides an environment wherein a student can practice coding till compilation or probably an interpretation. That kind of environment is going to be provided. See, on service basis. And we are also announcing, probably it is going to come up, K-Studio. Because once these platforms are ready, then probably some virtual classroom needs to be streamed upon. That also could happen. We are actually tying up with an agency, and we are going to have a couple of sessions now. This session has 3 presentations. Probably we don't want to take more time. The first one is from TransNeuron, who is providing K-Shika platform as well as K-Labs. Now I invite Mr. Dharmendra Saxena to continue the presentation.
Good afternoon. I think people are still after a heavy lunch, not able to. So let's do one thing. Let's try and make rain in this room. How many people can make rain? No, not clap. Clap will be thunder. Right? So let's all do this. Let's take one finger and one hand and do this. Do this. Now 2 fingers. 3 fingers. See, the rain is starting. 4 fingers. Now the thunder. Now I think now everybody is awake, right? Right? So let's start again. Good afternoon. See, that's better, much better. So all right, a lot of people are here who are the franchise owners, and a lot of questions were asked, business models were discussed. So few of those, I think we will be able to stitch it together in our next presentation that we are going to take you through. This monitor is not working. Just give me a minute. All right. So as Mr. Bhavakati has already told you that Keonics is launching K-Shika. Before that, I want to ask a question to everybody. What does a college give you? How many people know what a college gives you? Please, some answers. Degree is given by UGC or some body like that. What does a college give you? Knowledge is given by professors or teachers or your. What does a college give you? Sorry? All that is given by somebody comes, right? Some teacher comes. No, I think, let me summarize it. College gives you only infrastructure. If you don't have good teacher, no good education. You don't have good infrastructure, good lab. Somebody asked here about labs, right? You're not going to learn much. So, what we decided, we wanted through K-Shika, we have put the college on the cloud. We just made the rain, right? So somebody has to sit on the clouds. So we have put the college on the cloud. That's what K-Shika is. K-Shika is built on the belief that every person should have access. How do you get an access without, having a physical college nearby? Putting it on the cloud. It's not working, I think. Okay, you control it then. All right. So technology fails me, but doesn't matter. We'll continue. Right? So we started this with the belief that we should take the education to people. Right? So we just talked about that people will go to college to get education, to use that infrastructure, right? So how do we, turn it around? To take the education to people. That's what part of it is already being done by you guys, right? You have put those franchisees all around, and people come to you and take various, whether knowledge or some business or whatever. So they come to you. So that's what we decided. And we have, in India, a lot of diversity. Like people are from IITs, NITs. This college is good, that college is good. No, we started with the concept saying that it is my college in my pocket. Right? So if that college has to be good, that means I have to become good too. So that's a symbiotic relationship that both of us are. Right? Another thing that we saw was when you go to college, in India, at least 70% of the college kids, and I'm not talking about average colleges, even good colleges, they are not employable. If you go to Infosys, Wipro, any of the big IT companies, they have to put lot of training programs before they can actually use those people in their live projects or live, actual business. So what do you do for that? Right? Can we make it work somehow? Okay. So that's what I did. It didn't work. Right? Anyway, we'll try. So what we did was we did a gap analysis. What is between what is taught in the college and what a really corporate need, right? Then we also, customize trainings vis-a-vis the needs of the corporates, right? So let us say company like Wipro is stressing on testing much. So what we did, so testing has to be taught in the college, which is not done as per, let's say, Wipro's, curriculum or Wipro's standards. So we did that. And how do you know that is being taught properly or not? Somebody talked about a certificate here, right? So what we came up with the international level assessments. There are companies who do this for their living. They assess people. There is one company called VBox. There is another company called Metal. There is another company called TeamLease. What do these companies do? They assess people in your competency. Whether it is IT or it could be something else. It could be English, it could be your aptitude, it could be anything. So they do that. So we have tied up with that, and all that is available on this platform. So you don't have to say that I have gone through this course and I'm good. That assessment will tell that you are good at it. We have also included industry relevant courses and certifications like Microsoft certifications, right? So you will see a little bit later that this particular platform is tied up with Microsoft, and a lot of good offerings are there under it at a very, very minimalistic price. We have also got mentors on the platform. Normally this happens, right? When I say mentor, people think I'm talking about tutors. No, I'm not. Tutor come to your house or sits with you and teaches you. Even if you want to know only one para, he will teach you the whole chapter, right? Whereas a mentor, you go to him and ask, or her, saying that this particular problem I have solved till here, I want only this little bit of help and I will go forward, right? So that helps you to learn yourself. So we have also launched mentoring on this platform. So if you are good at something, like I'm pretty sure some of you who presented the business cases and all, they are good at that marketing, so they can become mentor of rest of the franchisees after registering, and the rest of the franchisees can come and learn how they marketed their particular franchise, right? Somebody asked about labs, right? So we have put labs on the cloud. So you can sit at home or wherever you have internet access and do your labs, whether it is Java, whether it is C# or testing or anything else. We can do everything on the cloud. So that takes away the pain of infrastructure. I'll just give you an example. There is a college in Dehradun, UPES, which is Petroleum Education Department's Petroleum Ministry's college. There are 4,000 students who are on this platform, and when we looked at the analytics, the lab usage was maximum between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. How do you do that in a college? You can't, right? So that is the beauty of this particular platform, right? We have also tied up, no education is complete, especially in engineering fields, unless you do a project or internship, right? So we have also tied up with corporates and people who bring projects to the platform, right? Then we have also included a small module which kind of brings in the communication skills that you require, the basic skills that you require to work in any company, right? So there is a basic, corporate etiquettes are there. There is a basic communication, not just English part. It's a communication, right? How do you present yourself? How do you get your point across to the rest of the, the people in a room? So those are the things that are taught through this particular. Okay. And all this is, we see a lot of problems because of that. We are trying to solve. Poor education quality, because again, a big college like an IITs or NITs can probably get professors from Harvard and teach them various courses. They can have fantastic labs, right? But a college, in a small village or a township, somebody might not be ready to, travel there and do it. So what will happen? The output of that college will not be up to the standard of the rest of this thing, and hence the employability also suffers. Right? So that's why we see, an IIT student is sought after. I'm not saying he's not better. He's definitely better, but at the same time, once he's, everybody gets the same education, then I've seen that even a smaller college's top 5% can give, run for the money to that IIT student. Okay. Already I've told you that, industry, all the big corporates, they spend a lot of money on retraining. They've got this person because, there is a dearth of good engineering graduates which are, there in the market. So they take them, then they train them for 6 months. I'm sure you guys have known that in Mysore, Infosys has put a big campus. They just train people there. Right? Nothing else. It's a huge campus where they train every year, thousands of college kids and do their own assessment, and when they pass or fails, some of them continue in the company, rest of them are asked to go. So this happens in a company. So we can prevent all that, right? So with that, we have now K-Shika and K-Labs. These are the two platforms that are being, part of this launch that we are here. This is all powered by iTrack. So can you get into the platform actor? So I'll show you the actual platform, how it looks and what do you do there. Right? So if you look at it, this is, the K-Shika. There are 3 offerings in this. Go to the third offering straight. I want to stress on the Microsoft offering more here. We have tied up with Microsoft, and with that, how many of you know about Microsoft certifications? Right? You know how much it costs? It's about 5,000 rupees just to sit in the exams. Just to sit in the exam. And before that, you have to teach yourself. So with this, the entire courseware is available on this platform from Microsoft, not our course, not somebody else's built up. From Microsoft, the entire course is available. You can read yourself, and when you go to the examination center, there is a 50% plus discount for the people who are on this platform. So that itself will bring in a lot of savings to every student which is there on this platform. Not only that, every college that enrolls onto this particular platform, there are 30 certificates free for the professors. So they can because teachers have to teach themselves. They have to prepare themselves also, right? So they can go write the exams and say that, okay, I have gone through this certification, now I can talk to my students and tell them, what is there. Correct? How many of you know Office 365 cost? How many of you have used Office? Right? Today, almost every office uses Office, right? It costs a lot of money. With this program, every student will get Office free. Right? And all that at a very minimalistic cost. The whole program is very, very cheap for each student. And can you... So what we need is, this is a very, very powerful offering. If you look at it, all things put together, we have courses, very high-end courses like cloud computing. We have very, basic courses like Java. You name it, all the courses are there. We have tied up with the Big Data University to give all the analytic courses, which is, I don't know how many of you know, in next 5 years, 30% of IT spend will be on analytics only. Right? I saw in presentations today, everybody presented analytics too in the end. saying that we have increased 2%, 5%. So that is the power of analytics. Unless you show a graph, unless you show in that term, people are not going to make decisions just by you saying it. So that analytics is what is the next wave which is going to come. And you don't have to be, good communicator, etc. for being in analytics. Only good maths is required. So once you have good maths grip, so that is something which you can really reach out to students and say, do these courses, get these certification done, and your employability will become really, really good. Definitely it will increase to go through the roof in next 5 years, right? So what we need is, it's a powerful offering. We need to go to each college, and you are our marketing arms per se, if you look at it, right? You go to a college, if you describe all this, and if you need help, we can always accompany you, when you are going for first or second college. I'm 100% sure this can, every college will want this. Not only in Bangalore, not only in Karnataka, not only in India, even rest of the world, we are, making forays. So that will really transform, making education available to everybody where you are. The distance is taken away, right? Making every college very good. So when you tie up with a college, even if that college is not rated very high, with this program, that college's rating will go up. Why it will go up? Because the people from that college will get hired more, right? The employability will increase, and that will increase the acceptability of that particular college more in the market. So that will come through. So hence we are going to help the entire ecosystem, entire Bangalore, entire Karnataka, entire nation to grow up with us. Any questions so far? Do you think this will work? How many of you think this is a good proposition? I see only 1 or 2 hands. No, that's what. See, I normally can't talk unless people talk back to me. I have this negative.
What's the cost? Depends upon the cost.
Exactly. So that way I'll come to that. Okay. The cost is also very, very less. Shall I go ahead and divulge the cost? Okay. So you shift it a little bit up, Harsha. Show them the cost. It's all there, right? So it is, normal cost is 1,500 rupees per kid per year, right? And plus there is a setup cost of about 2 lakh rupees, which is for the college, because there are not per kid, it's for the whole institute, right? It's for the whole institute, 2 lakh rupees plus taxes is the cost, where you need to install all these things, right? A particular, every college will have their own domain, their own website they can create. Each student will get their own IDs, email IDs, individual IDs, right? We have webcasting software here. We have Skype here. People can have, web sessions with each other. There is something called a Skype, mystery Skype. I don't know how many of you know about this. It's a gamification of education. What it does is, I go on to mystery Skype and say, I want to learn how to drill a hole in this board, right? How many people can help me to drill a hole into this board? And that challenge will be accepted worldwide with people. They will come online at the particular time when I say, and teach me how to drill a hole in this board. Same thing, you can take it to, Java code. I'm stuck there. Who all can help me to, write a code which will do this? It's an example that I'm giving. So it's a very powerful tool. Your reach will become world. Your world is within your, hand. Right? That is part of this. So there are more things. I can go on and on. And I think half an hour is very less for me to talk about this. And since I've been involved in this product right from the beginning, I'm very passionate about it. You can probably feel that, I can keep on talking about it. And but nevertheless, there are more things. We can probably communicate more. As more details that you want, we can send it to you. When you want help to take it to a college, please call upon us, Keonics. Our team will go with you to make first few, the demos or whatnot you want to do. After that, I'm pretty sure you will do it in your sleep. Right? So cost is easy, right? How many people feel this cost is very, very affordable? Right? 1,500, if you drink a coffee every day, right, you'll drink more coffee than 1,500 rupees in a year. Right? I'm talking about student, right? Somebody wants.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, if you go and teach this in college, if you give education to professors also, next
Yes.
year I am out of business.
No, you are not. No,
How
you are
will you
not.
prove it?
Do you know, I have been in IT for 32 years. Okay, not 1 or 2 years, 32 years. And I still have to study. Every day I study something.
No, they will go this total project from their own professors and infra.
No, they can't. Every day will change the curriculum. Every day will include new things. See, gone are the days that you set up a history book
Yeah.
and
It
even
will be
when
done
I
for-
went to school, right? Same history book I studied and my son is also studying the same thing. Okay, it's not possible. It's not possible anymore. Today we have to update our curriculum, our subject, our examples, our labs every day. Every day something new hits me. I sit with my team who are like, programmers or designers or analysts, sit with them and understand what they're doing and why they're doing. That is how I can keep myself up to date. Forget knowledgeable, just up to date. So teachers, when you go to them, we tell them how to, teach that particular course. They are not going to become, that expert. Yes, they will become better and they will produce better people, definitely. Yeah, please.
Sir, what are the available courses? One thing. Second one is 1,807, inclusive all the taxes. Is it for Java, MS Office, whatever the course?
Okay. Yeah. So let me tell you this. All Microsoft courses are bundled in 1,700, whatever the cost you are talking about. These are self-paced courses. Means you come online, you teach yourself with the examples, everything, and at the end of it, you go for certification. Because when you read yourself, nobody believes you, right? That you know it. When you give certification, it's a proof that you know it, right? So it is all included. But there are certain courses which are paid on top of it also. I'm not saying they're like Hadoop. It's a very advanced course, cloud computing, right? That's an advanced IT course. Even within, I guarantee you go to a very, top 5 IT companies and ask a 5-year experienced person also will not have enough knowledge on Hadoop. We'll give the kid that knowledge here.
Can you give us the list, sir?
Sorry?
Can you give us the list?
Definitely, you will have the full access to this. You will get the list. There are 1,000 courses available in the Microsoft bundle. There are about 58 courses in Big Data University. There are, I can go on and on. That's what I'm saying. There's a huge list. And all these, what the list that I'm giving is part of the bundle. That's 1,700 rupees. Besides this, there are courses which are paid also, which are also priced very, very, minimalistic way. So it's not, because we are talking about, we will teach through the cloud and masses, right? So,
Shall I go for my next question, sir?
Sorry.
So you said that per year 2 lakh rupees investment for institution. And let us assume in such a way that we tied up with an college. That means they have to invest every year 2 lakh rupees. Am I right, sir?
Okay.
That means, so in the out of this 1,807, is it completely goes to that college itself or how the ratio?
It's up to you. On top of it, if the college wants to charge more, that's up to them.
No, sir. If they collected 1,807, 1,500 is the course fee. Remaining is tax. So this 1,500, whether Keonics will also get the just like 20% royalty is there, no for us, sir. The same way is it there or what? Because every college will ask the same question because every year they have to invest 2 lakh.
Okay.
Every year they have to invest it.
So for them, that's what I was saying. So for them, let us say a particular college charges 3,000 rupees per student for this. We have no problem.
There is no fixed royalty like that way.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can charge 3,000 rupees for this per kid if your college wants to do it.
Decision maker is college or Keonics.
Absolutely.
Fee decision maker is college or Keonics, sir.
And the cost to that college.
I'm not getting the clear answer, sir. What I'm asking is, fee structure is decided by Keonics
You want to answer
or college.
Yeah, that's why.
college, like RV college may like to sell it at 5,000 rupees per student per year.
Because they can afford.
Because their students can pay. Like a government engineering college in Bijapur may charge only 1,500 rupees. So it all depends. So my rates are fixed because my rates with the company are fixed. And my rates with my Keonics franchisee will be fixed. Your margin will be fixed. Beyond your margin, whatever college wants to sell, let them sell. Okay. Thanks.
Because they would like to cover this, right? So that's what you're talking about, right? So that gets covered that way. Any other question? So let me ask a question. Okay, yeah, that's good. So let me ask a question now. I can ask a question, right? So how many of you feel that you can go and convince the colleges to take this on? No, I want hands up. I don't want. How many of you feel you can do? I'm not saying you will do. You'll need support. All that is fine. So I'm happy to see that many hands going up. Yeah, you were saying something.
Correct.
Okay. Keonics,
Excuse me.
that he will answer.
Excuse me, how is this different from Microsoft IT Academy? I'm here.
Okay, so when you go to
Here.
yeah, so there is nothing called as IT Academy anymore. There is something called as Imagine Academy only. Okay? And when you install Imagine Academy, you don't get all the components. What you get is only the courseware. Okay? So what we are saying is courseware is anyway free available. We are not charging for that, right? So we will only take you to that portal. This will be fully integrated into Imagine Academy also. So when you click on Imagine Academy through us, you will have a button there which will take you to this place.
Yeah. See, we have in fact tried this with Keonics a couple of years back. In fact, IT Academy, I know it's a subset of the Imagine Academy what you're talking about. But the challenge that we had that point of time, I don't know if it is addressed. In fact, we are also Microsoft partners. The challenge that we had at that point of time was the e-learning that you talked about. It's in a foreign accent.
It's in a foreign accent.
Foreign accent, US accent or European accent. And we had challenges in selling these courses, especially the e-learning part, in rural areas. Even engineering colleges, they're not able to catch up with that kind of accent. So we had a proposal to actually convert that to an Indian accent or a Hindi or a Kannada, the parochial languages that we had planned about. Is that something addressed in this? Is what I'm.
No, I'm afraid we have not converted these courses into any other accent. But maybe we can work on that, depending on what is the demand. That's one part. But at the same time, I'm saying you are not selling these courses at all. Let me give you again instead. What you are selling is a platform. These come along with the platform. The platform, what all it gives? It gives the strength to the professor to upload his own lecture onto the platform and teach the kids. So there's a lot of strength in this platform, right? So I'm a professor, I do my work, right? Like in college you have a staff room, right? Professor will sit and write down the notes, this is what I'm going to teach. He can come into this platform, prepare his own lecture, what all he's going to talk about, what all videos he will include, what all PowerPoints he will include. Today's technology is changed, right? And he can put it on the platform and kids can start accessing from that point onward. They don't have to wait for him to get into the class. Right? So somebody will ask there, right? So if students are studying on their own, what is the need of the professor? Professor will always be required. Right? Things will change.
I have a question. Apart from this 1,500, for a Microsoft certification, we need to pay extra amount or including?
Yes, you do. But you get 50% discount if you are part of this platform.
Okay. Again, apart from this 1,500, we need to pay for Microsoft certification.
If you want to, that's an optional part. If you want to do certification, you have to pay 2,500 rupees or less, depending on. We have not arrived at the final price yet, but there will be at least minimum 50% discount.
Okay. Thank you.
Because for that you have to go to a Prometric session to give it, center to give it.
Thank you.
So that fees goes to them. Right? So I'll leave rest of the questions to be asked with this at the session with MD. Thank you very much. You guys are up? Awake? Or shall we make another rain? Thank you.
Thank you, Dharmendra. The general tendency is to have a teacher-led class. But to address this and to stream a virtual class, we have with us Mr. Ori. They have AB Live solution there. Mr. Ori.
Good afternoon. Okay, I think I owe you a big thanks for waking everyone up after lunch. Yeah. Post-lunch sessions are a little dicey, because everyone is so relaxed, especially since the food is really good. Yeah. My name is Sandeep Ori. I'm from April Broadcast Private Limited. We are out of Mumbai. First, I'd like to thank Shri Rajkumar ji for inviting us here to make this presentation. We actually built solutions that can do real-time video production and live streaming. In fact, the program that is going on right now is also being live streamed, as some of you may have known and seen. You can view it on your phone, and that's being done from the system that we've built. So what we built is a product called AB Live. It integrates multiple layers of video and graphics. So I will just take you through quickly. It's very technical, but I'll try to make it as non-technical as possible so that you understand what we can do. We all know that the future of the internet is video. Everything was first, it was print, it was digital, it came on, and now it's online video. Everyone wants to be on video. You must have seen in the last 3 to 4 months, the number of videos that are coming on WhatsApp also are a huge number. Everyone's data plans are starting to get over very fast, and storage space is also getting jammed up. So online video is something that makes that kind of impact which other types of video does not. A recorded video and an online video, something which is live and happening right now, you want to know first. That's why breaking news is very important. How many of us want to see yesterday's breaking news? Nobody. Right? How many of you went back and saw last year's Oscar Academy Awards? Nobody. It's available. But all of us, when it was live, we all wanted to see it. But if the final of the IPL is over, 2 years back, the IPL final, how many people have gone back and seen it? Nobody. But when it's live, everyone wants to see it. Not only they want to see it in the stadium, they know that it is coming on TV, but they will still pay money to go and see it in the stadium. Okay? So live streaming, live video it makes a big impact. There are enough of statistics, and to go back to the big data analytics, I don't want to go into how important online video is. There is enough of research which tells us that everything is going to be more and more video oriented in the future. In fact, there is a very important report from Cisco which says that by the year 2020, 80% of the internet traffic is going to be only video. So that's how prevalent video is going to be in the future. So what is it that interests us about this kind of video? First is, you need to be able to have the capability of making something look good. Because what are you showing? You're showing something which needs to look good. So you need to create visually rich content. So all of us have content. We are all doing some work. Whatever work we are doing which we can showcase to people is content. Whether it is educational content, it is entertainment content, it is technical content, whatever it is content. So you need to be able to have the capability of making it visually rich. Then what do you want to do? Now, because internet is there and bandwidth is becoming cheaper and 3G and 4G and everything, you want to be able to deliver it everywhere to anyone, whoever is online, he should be able to see your content. Okay, that's why you have digital marketing also, to make sure you have paid promotions, you sponsor your posts, you like to do all of this so more people can get to see all the good stuff that you've done. Then the important thing that we're seeing now that's happening is, it's not only a question of making good stuff and giving it to people, you also want feedback. You want to engage with people. I mean, look at Facebook. I put up a photo of mine, I went here and I had this great food. And my friend will click a like. What is he doing? He is engaging with me. He is interacting with me. He is giving me his feedback on my photo. We all want that feedback. We all want. Everyone, how many of you put up a profile pic or change your profile pic on Facebook and then went back to count and see how many people liked it? Everyone wants to do that because you want the feedback, right? So you want to engage, especially companies. Why are companies coming out on Twitter and Facebook pages and all? Because they want to engage with their audience. So it is not just a one-way communication anymore. Technology now allows you to take the feedback also in real time. And eventually, after doing all of this effort in creating it and delivering it and engaging with it, you want to make money out of it. So you want to monetize all this drama that you have done and all this effort that you have taken. So we want to have a system which not only creates, it delivers, it engages, and eventually makes money for us. So this kind of technology can be used by who? The very obvious ones are those who, broadcast television. Those who are in broadcast television, they have nice sets, they have fancy television programs. We see all of that all the time. Okay? Those who do corporate live events, the ability to mix, like an event like this, there's a camera playing there, there's a PowerPoint presentation happening, there are some slides which are playing, there's some logos, there's some tickers. So there's a lot of information which is going out. Online education. If a professor just stands in front of, let's say, a library or something and is a standard shot, it will become boring for the student after a while to keep seeing the same shot. So why do we have interesting visuals? Because then you can hold the attention of the student. So if the student is more engrossed in whatever is happening on screen, he's waiting to see what is next, he's going to watch the whole program. But it's the same shot, standard shot, teacher is sitting, talking, boring. You'll shut off, basically. So the ability to make it look a lot more interesting. Even individual professors nowadays are wanting to do things which are different. You're a subject matter expert. You have so much of knowledge that you've built up over the years. You've spent 30, 40, 50 years in the business. You want to have your own YouTube channel. Now it's so simple to have it. But how to make it look good? So those type of people will also want it. Religious, we have enough of, faith leaders and, religious leaders and people who will want to heal other people, and they also want to get their message across to other people. They will need this system. Sporting events, as we spoke about sports. A lot of people who are doing sports would like to have systems like this. So coming to the fact that you have the capability to add a lot of things in it, what all can you add? I'll give you an example. A typical TV program that you look at, which is nice and good quality, would have a lot of what you're seeing on screen right now. There would be some logos, there would be a clock, there'd be something which says live in the top left corner. There will be some information at the bottom of the screen, maybe in some different languages, either it is weather or it is whatever. And, Twitter feed will come up in between, breaking news, the animated GIF, BREAK, the whole thing happens. So this is what a typical TV screen looks like, right? When we see TV, this is what it looks like to us. So we went about counting, practically, how many layers of information are there on screen? Okay, I don't want to go and take you through each and every one of them, but if you count it, there are 16 layers of information and graphics on screen. There's a logo, there's a ticker, there are people who are standing, you can stand in front of it, there are information, Twitter is going on, SMS feeds are there, all of that is there. So, different types of video, as I mentioned. So you can have live cameras, you can have pre-recorded videos, like if you're doing online teaching, you will have some pre-recorded video material which you will want to show to explain the topic. You may have some PowerPoint slides which you may want to show to explain the topic. So all of that will be there. And like I said, you can now have two-way interaction. So you can get feedback from whoever is online also. And since Skype and Google Hangouts is like free for everyone and people are very comfortable using it, you can actually have people make a Skype video call back to you while you're having it. We built the capability of putting that incoming Skype video also into this. So, for instance, if you want to make a very good looking program, you can have your anchor or professor who's standing and explaining, and you can have a live video of an incoming person who's calling. So this could be somebody from the online audience who can actually have the capability of, talking back to you face to face. And you don't know who it is. If it is a defined person, that you know that I have these 25 students, then you can give them login, ID, password, and you can have a WebEx. So you don't really need to do a live stream. But if you're doing it out to 5,000 people, you don't know who's going to call you out of those 5,000 people. What do? There is no way to find out which of those 5,000 people will ask a question. But you want to have the ability to take a question from any of those 5,000 people, right? It's like all of you are sitting over here. I don't know who's going to ask me a question now. But I need to have that capability to be able to hear your question, see your question, and answer it back, right? Here's the thing which makes it very, very critical as far as education is concerned. And I was just telling it at lunch, discussing it at lunch. You see, what happens in a typical classroom? If you see a typical classroom, what happens? There is a professor, there's a teacher who teaches. There are about 40, 50 students, right? The teacher will teach for about 20 minutes or so, and then turn around and say, does anybody have any question? 4 or 5 hands will go up. Generally from the front row, all the smart students sit there. We used to sit to the back, but so though they will pick up, raise their hands. So the teacher will say, okay, what is it? Ask your question. So he will stand up and ask his question. I did not understand this, and the teacher will go back to the board, rub it out, and explain. Now this question and answer was seen by the rest of the class. So if they had any doubt, but didn't have the guts to ask the question, they got their answer anyway. Right? In online teaching right now, it is not happening, as we all know. It is just a one-way video. You watch those videos, you do what you want, and then if you want, you can book a separate session with the teacher, okay? And you'll get your separate private chat or video or whatever. But here's what can happen. Let's say I have a question, and I ask the teacher, and I log off, and you log in after 10 minutes, and you ask the same question. And then you log in after 15 minutes, and you ask the same question. Now the teacher whole day has spent 1 hour answering the same question. Okay. It's such a waste of resource. Suppose the teacher could have done this live, everybody would have had the question answered. In fact, the doubt that you never thought of also will get answered because I never thought of that, and somebody asked that question. So this ability to communicate two-way in a live stream that is going on is really very, very critical. You can also have a lot of annotation. Now, in PowerPoint, you can have, while your PowerPoint is playing, you can have some, pointers that come up, you can have a circle, you can have these annotations. What we went ahead and did is built the capability of doing annotations on live video. So suppose you're showing a video clip and you want to, highlight some part of the video. What do? Now, you can do it for a PowerPoint, but what can you do it for a video? So let's say you have this, and you can actually have a circle which can actually move from one part of the video to another. So that could be a circle, it could be an arrow, it could be anything. So your ability to annotate on live video in the middle of a live stream is something that we built into this. Yeah. So, okay, how does it work? It may seem very powerful, very complicated, but it's not. We have a box. It's everything built into one software. It runs on Windows. It runs on a regular PC. So you can have your live video cameras. You can have your pre-recorded video sets, virtual sets. You can have your pre-recorded material. You have your PowerPoint slides. Sometimes you may want to show something from a book. Okay, so you may want to have the ability to have a book over there and have them, reading out from the book. And you can mix all of this together. You can get your Skype incoming video call also. And all of this can go out either on YouTube or on Facebook or your own private server, and you get a recording also. So you can do all of this with one system. We did a program for the Rotary World Congress of E-Clubs. This was the first time it was attempted. What they wanted to do is, you must have heard of Rotary International. They have these Rotary clubs everywhere who do a lot of service. They also have Rotary E-Clubs, which meet only online. Now, they wanted to have a World Congress for all the Rotary clubs that are online. So obviously, if they are online, they can't come to one place. So we had to get them virtually in one place. So we ran a program which ran for like 4 days, and I'll show you more about that. It ran for about 4 days. We connected with people from different parts of the world at different times depending on their time zone, and we showed it out in one stream. So it looked like it was actually running out of a television studio. Okay, so which brings us to another question. It all sounds very nice, but where can people watch this? Do you need some software to do it, or do you need? It's nothing. You can do it on YouTube, you can do it on Facebook, or you can do it on your own server if you want to, let's say, charge for those programs. So you don't want everybody to watch. You want to give somebody a login ID, password, and only those people can watch. This has a facility for doing that as well. And to make it simple, you can see it anywhere on any platform, on any device, anytime. So you don't need any special software. So whether it's iOS, Android, Windows, whatever it is, you can see it anywhere and there is no restriction, which is a good thing because if you're streaming out and people are on the move, like you're here and we're streaming out from somewhere else. Now there are some people who are sitting in their offices or in their homes and watching it on their desktops or laptops, whereas you're here and you can see it on your mobile phone. Whether it's iOS, Chrome, Android, Firefox, whatever you're using, you can see it on that. Right? So how have other people used this in the past? A lot of live events have been done, and you can do this 3-camera shot. So you can have 3 different angles of the audience, of the stage, of the speakers. You can show it all in one shot, all at the same time. You can also, as I mentioned, take in incoming Skype calls, and this is a program we did for an NGO in Mumbai. We work with them. It's called WeCan. They actually call senior government officials, and they put those government officials in a small auditorium. There are about 30, 40, 50 people over there, and they throw this open online. If anybody has a question online to ask, they can actually make a Skype video call and ask face to face. Now, you have the Joint Commissioner of Traffic or the Commissioner of Police or the Municipal Commissioner. I mean, when will the ordinary citizen get a chance to ask the Municipal Commissioner a question face to face? He'll have to stand in queue, take an appointment, and he'll never get a chance. So this platform actually enables that. So when we talk in terms of taking digital India forward in terms of good governance, in terms of smart cities, this is something which actually brings the connect with the government and the citizens. So I spoke about the virtual studio set, and let me explain a little bit more about it. You see, what a virtual studio set is, I do not know how many of you are aware that you can shoot somebody against a green background, and then you can take that video footage into your software and eliminate the green background and replace it with some nice fancy looking set. So that's a virtual studio set. So this is the set that we had made for the Rotary program, and it looks like a nice big elaborate set. It's really huge. You have the person, the host, sitting in the center on a desk. Okay, so there's a nice fancy desk. There's a Windows-based software. Depending on the capabilities that you need, there are different versions. You want 1 camera, 2 camera, 3 camera. You want the virtual studio. You don't want the virtual studio. You want only HDMI out because you're streaming, or you want HD SDI, which is broadcast quality. So depending on that is how it is priced. You basically need one box with some video card so you can connect your camera and the software. That's it. And you need the camera and you need the lights. There is no proprietary hardware. Let me be very clear. There is no proprietary hardware. It's a normal Windows desktop. It runs on Windows 7 onwards. Okay, so it's a normal Windows desktop.
It is better than the live stream also, sir. It's really better than the live stream.
Thank you. I will convey that to my team. They did a good job. Yeah, because we consider live stream to be the industry leaders. So if you think we did a good job, guys, good work. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, that's another thing. We were just discussing over lunch. It was a snap decision to do the live stream because we had come for the demo. So we said, since we have the equipment over here, why don't we live stream the whole event and not just the demo? So we live streamed it. We had just made a URL. We didn't inform anyone except the people over here. When we hit lunch, there were almost 800 people who had already watched it. And I'm surprised, and I told him, I said, 800 people, we haven't even advertised this. Nobody knows that this program is going on. But there are 800 people who watched it. I mean, you guys are a great team.
Quality is with you, and our Keonics franchisee owners are responsible for that, sir. Everybody posted the message in WhatsApp, sir.
Yep.
So that 800 people watch it.
Yeah, thank you. Right, sir. Any other questions? No?
What is the costing, sir?
Costing? Yeah, individual unit costing is immaterial. Individual unit costing is immaterial. You're all going to get the whole platform anyway. Yeah. Thank you.